guys, welcome back to another drawing video. Thanks for checking this out. If you're new here, my name is Siobhan and this channel is where I post videos related to gesture drawing and figure drawing in particular. So if you're interested in figure drawing, consider subscribing. I post a new video every week. I usually share my process when it comes to gesture drawing and drawing the figure, as well as some tutorials and some tips and techniques for improving your figure drawing. So this week's video features a drawing of the model in a standing pose. It's a very short drawing today. It only took about 10 minutes really, and it's quite a loose and gestural sketch. The reference photo that I used for this drawing is again from the New Masters Academy YouTube channel. So I'll leave a link to that video in the description below, plus the exact timestamp where the pose is, if you want to check out that reference. And in this video, I also wanted to share some thoughts about how you can think about drawing as a direct response to what you're observing, rather than thinking about your drawing as a design with perfect proportion and anatomy. So here's the video. Hope you enjoyed. I'll check back in with you at the end. The reason I start out rough and loose like this is, as I've often said before, I'm trying to find the composition and trying to find the pose on my page, since I'm not drawing with sighting or measuring at this stage. But there's also another reason for starting out with basic, almost abstract marks like this, for me anyway. And that is that these abstract marks help me to tune into a drawing mode. So a drawing mode is a way of drawing that feels more natural and intuitive than a way of drawing that's like technical or maybe has a prescribed sort of set of steps. That's really what I'm kind of doing. I'm almost waiting for these abstract marks to take the drawing over and make the drawing start by itself. It's like I'm feeling out the drawing and hoping to get to the point where I know that it's working, and then I can maybe take over a little bit and get more confident about adding structure or details. For example, today I wasn't feeling like drawing at all. I really felt like I couldn't draw. I had that moment of thinking, am I ever going to be able to draw? So just by picking up the pencil and starting to draw, I could release that creative block a little bit and let the process take over. And then once that happened, I knew that the drawing could possibly come through itself. So at this point in the drawing, it didn't matter at all whether the end result was perfect or not. Maybe nobody else is going to like the drawing, but for me, it'll mean something to me because of the process. So I know that sounds a bit strange and very abstract, but it has to do with thinking about drawing as a response to what you see, rather than as a design. And what I mean by that is that I'm not trying to design or impose a perfect figure with perfect anatomy and proportion. I'm just trying to draw with a direct response as possible. And in that sense, it means drawing what I observe. So ultimately, through observation, you'll get correct anatomy and proportion anyway. That's just bound to come through if you're faithful in the way that you look at something. I think this comes from years of drawing the figure from life. In a life drawing session, you only ever have a specific time limit for any drawing. Like you get 2 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it is to make a drawing, and then when the timer goes off and the model moves, that's it. It's over. You don't get that back ever again. Even if the model takes the same pose, it's never quite the same as that initial moment. And in the end, for me anyway, means that a drawing very often turns out bad, no matter how much I try to perfect it. And it also means that sometimes a drawing will turn out successful despite anything that I do or anything that I try and think I'm doing. So I hope that makes sense to you, and I just wanted to say and encourage you to let yourself, especially in your sketchbook if you're drawing every day, to draw as a response rather than as a design, and see if that works. You can let me know below in the comments if any of this has make sense. I'd love to hear your feedback and your thoughts about this. Thanks very much for watching this video all the way through. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe hopefully you got some useful information out of it. Let me know your thoughts about this topic. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, or even just say hi, and consider maybe sharing this video with somebody who you think might find it interesting. So that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.